there, gorgeous, and a very happy Frugal Friday to you. I hope that you are doing great and that you've had a wonderful week thus far. Today I'm sharing more hidden gems from the drugstore based off of your recommendations. I went back through the comments on the video I published last week. I got some more to test out in this video, so that is what we're talking about today. While you're watching this today, I'm working on another video based on your recommendations. I want you to think about your favorite drugstore dupes, and we're gonna test them in a future video. So let me know below, what is the best dupe that you have discovered from the drugstore? All right, let's talk about hidden gems. First hidden gem that I have to share with you comes from Susie R. She had mentioned the Milani Outlaw palette. I was able to find it in a Target in my area, but I will tell you I had to go to several different Targets to find this one. And here is a look that you can create using it. Amazing pigment. Oh my gosh. I will tell you though that you really only need a very small amount on your brush when you're doing a look with this palette because the eyeshadows are so intense, and I could see it being very easy to make a mistake with this one simply because the shadows are darker and they are, like I said, whoa Nelly, but the look is absolutely gorgeous and I'm loving the quality. Great recommendation. Highly recommend checking these out if you can find them. The next product recommendation I have came from, looking at my list here, Donna Bennett had recommended the Covergirl Exhibitionist 24-Hour Kohl Eyeliner. I could absolutely align with you on this and tell you that this is one of the best eyeliners in the drugstore. The shade that I'm using here today is the one called Emerald Metallic. Goes beautiful with these eyes. This eyeliner is one of the few that does not budge on me. It will not move. It does not transfer. It looks amazing from beginning to end. So thank you for saying that because it's one I feel like it doesn't get talked about enough. I also added it to my upper lash line. As you can see there, it goes beautifully with this look and it will stay there all day. I'm happy to tell you that. Amazing, amazing. Thank you for reminding me of this gem. Added some brows and some lashes. For my brows today, I used the Undone Beauty Flaw Lush Brow Pen in the shade Warm Brown. Another one of those that I feel like is a hidden gem, not widely talked about. And for my lashes, they're from my lash line in the style The Best Mascara. Forgot for a second. I'll have them linked below. Now, there was a concealer recommendation that I am going to be trying out in a future video. This came from Lisa Buffundo. She had recommended the Blvd Brighten Up Color Correcting Concealer, so I'm going to try my best to find that, but I'm going to keep it for that Blvd video that I'm working on right now. So I wanted to acknowledge you. Thank you for that. The next one I have to share with you comes from Pigeoneer Toy. Hey, I love you. You have been around a long time. I know you have. She had recommended the Revlon Candid Foundation. She said this one gives her like 5 filters on the skin. She can't see it or feel it when she's wearing it. And I don't think I've tried this one. This is in the shade Ivory, by the way. According to the packaging, this one has medium buildable coverage. Ooh, that is beautiful. Look at that. Oh, I can see why you like that. That is, woo, that is nice. And I'm not having any issues with it sitting on the skin or blending it in. I'm a poet and didn't know it. I feel like I've tried a Candid foundation from Revlon in the past, but not this one. Maybe they've redone the packaging. Let me know because I feel like I've tried something like this before and I really did like it then too. By the way, for my under eye concealer today, I used the L'Oreal True Match Eye Cream in a concealer. The shade that I am is Pale. C1 Too Pale. And I think I talked about this one in a video recently. I can't remember. But anyway, it is another one that I feel like is a hidden gem that is really amazing, does a beautiful job of covering the under eye area, and it's a more runny consistency because it has that hyaluronic acid in the formula, but it does a great job of moisturizing the under eye area and providing coverage, and I love it. I had two powder recommendations. The first one comes from AC. She had recommended the number 7 setting powder. This is the Lift Illuminate Triple Action Finishing Powder in the shade Light. The other one came from Amanda Byrne, which was so funny because her comment said she loves the number 7, but discovered Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Pressed Powder. So funny that you mentioned that one, and I'm going to be using it on one half of my face here today. So I'm trying the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Face Powder. Well, hello. I haven't seen you in a while. Look who decided to drop in. Who is this pretty girl? Who is that pretty? You just drooled all over my face. Ugh. If it's not a kid, it's a cat. Oh man, Thomasina used to do that. Well, the foundation didn't move. Tilly. You're so silly. You're so silly. Okay, so Tilly's gonna keep me company for the rest of this video. All right, so on one half of my face, I am going to apply the number 7 powder. And I think I'm going to use the e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush to apply this. That is beautiful on the skin. I think that this one has been compared to the Charlotte Tilbury finishing powder. If memory serves me right, that was what a lot of people had duped it with. Although I feel like the number 7 one is better personally. I didn't really have a good experience with the Charlotte Tilbury one, but everybody's different. Look at that. That is just beautiful. Wow. You just like rubbing all over. I got so much drool on my arm right now, you don't even know. I am really intrigued for the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It powder because a lot of their products are so good. Apply that on this side. Now it does have a scent with it. If you've tried any of their products, then you know the scent that I'm talking about, especially the butter bronzer. It smells like the butter bronzer. It's not too strong, but it is there. And that looks really amazing too. My gosh, look at that. I am going to do a check-in at the end of the day with this one too, so you can see how everything wore. I also wanted to shout out Lizzie Sanji. Sorry if I said your name wrong. She had recommended the L'Oreal Visible Lift Foundation with hyaluronic acid. She said she's been using it for years. I tried to locate that one myself, but in my area, it's gone. You can't find it. And I almost feel like it's being discontinued because it is getting so hard to find here. I did want to try it for this video, but yeah, I was really disappointed to see that. The other recommendation for the face came from Holy Chicken. Love your name. She had recommended the Milani Silky Matte Bronzing Powder, which I happen to have on hand. And this is in the shade Sunlight. And from what I can remember, I really love this one too because it's cool toned. It's one of the few cool toned bronzers that you can find in the drugstore that doubles as a contour. And it looks amazing on the skin. It's not too dark. You see what I mean? Absolutely gorgeous. And it lasts all day too. It's not one that's going to fade on you or disappear. And I like that it's understated. It's not too harsh. Like some of these drugstore products, they can get to be where it's like, I did not mean to apply that much, you know? So yes, I agree with you. Another hidden gem that needs to be talked about more. The other one that caught my eye was from PRK Jewelry. And this person had recommended the e.l.f. bronzer in Forever Sunkissed. And that's another one that I use so often. And it is one of those great products also that looks fantastic on the skin. And it's a little bit more pigmented than the Milani one, like you can see there. So I do have to blend it a little bit more. But again, it lasts all day. It's great quality. It looks amazing on the skin. Do you hear this purring going on here? I mean, this cat is so happy. She's so happy right now. Also from PRK Jewelry, the other recommendation was the Maybelline Fit Me blush in the shade Nude. So I was able to track that one down. I did not like the Fit Me blushes when they first came out. I mean, the very, very first time they came out, because they were horrible. And then they did something where they recalled them, I think, and they redid the formula. And then the second time they came out, they were fantastic. So I don't know what they did, but they did a great job with their formula. And these are some of those that are hidden gems and definitely worth checking out and trying. I mean, look at that. That is a beautiful color on the skin. My personal favorite shade that Maybelline Fit Me blush makes is the one called Peach. That's another good one to try if you're interested in trying these out. I don't think you'd be disappointed. And for lips, I tried my hardest to find this last recommendation. This came from Clairvoyant Cougar. She had recommended the Soap & Glory Sexy Mother Pucker Gloss in the shade Nude in Town. I can't tell you how many stores I went to try and find this particular gloss and just could not find it as much as I wanted to try this one out. I'm so disappointed. I really wanted to try it, but I did want to mention another one that I feel like is underrated and definitely not talked about enough. That is the AOA Studio Coconut Lip Mask. It's what I've had on my lips this entire video. I usually put it on before I do any tutorial here on my YouTube channel because it helps to add a lot of moisture and hydration to the lips before applying lipstick. It's one I cannot recommend to you enough. It is $1 and it does a beautiful job. One of the most common questions I get asked is, how did everything hold up at the end of the day? This is what my face looked like after 9 hours. Now keep in mind, I did not apply any primers or setting sprays to the foundation or the powder, which I do feel like would have helped them to last longer. But one thing I want to notate here is that nothing moved. Nothing strayed from my face. And I felt like despite the shine breakthrough, the results were still flawless at the end of the day. And the eyeliner, I mean, you can see it was fabulous. It does not move. It stays put. The contour, or I should say the bronzers, the blush, excellent, excellent, excellent. So thank you so much to everyone who submitted their recommendations, who gave me such amazing hidden gems. Let me know what your favorite drugstore dupes are, and I'll work on that video for you next. I thoroughly enjoy doing these for you, and I hope that you find joy in them also. I speak love, light, peace, and joy into you and into your home. I hope that you have a fabulous weekend ahead, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.